I'm sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl. He will not. Because yesterday we went to Six Flags, and when I tell you the pure level of disgust that I saw in these black girls that you independent queens are raising is purely disgusting and disturbing. I literally left early because my kids was looking like, what the hell is going on? And this is in the Bay Area, California. These girls, all of them unsupervised, in packs, unsupervised, no supervision, just running amok in the theme park. Multiple fights break out, multiple. And I'm just like, okay, the police had to start patrolling the park because these little couldn't keep their hands safe up. One little about 12 years old talking about some, oh, Jeremy, his small anyway, don't want to meet me. What do you mean it's small anyway? Girl, you are 12 to 13 years old. And then these other girls like, ooh, boo, boo, boo. And these dudes are like, y'all are hella chopped. Y'all are hella, it wasn't even the black boys. It was the girls. The girls was fighting, multiple fights. Parking lot shut down from them little mother fighting. And then this white lady asked her not to talk like that. Her and her friends trying to fight the white lady. I'm like, just no self-respect, no home training. And I see why. And I seen a lot of, when I seen the black boys with the white girls coupled up, looking cute. I seen the Mexican kids. I seen the Asian. Only ones outside acting a ass was the black girls. And I'm specifically saying black girls. There was no black boys acting the ass. It was the black girl. Oh, that she bumped into me. You are 16 years old. Calm down. When I tell you, you are raising little miniature single baby mamas, that's what the y'all raising. Because them little mothers don't respect themselves. They don't respect nobody else.
Yeah, she was. I mean, honestly, if we just want to be 100, man, this might seem a little bad. But how is she any different with the way that she's talking? I counted no less than probably at least 20 to 25 cuss words from a woman. And in my opinion, I don't trip over women cursing, but see, that's a little bit unbecoming of a woman. And so I know it's going to be a lot of guys in her comments, maybe even a lot of guys in my comments, caping because she's a decent looking woman and all of this other type of stuff. But I agree with her and I disagree with her. I agree with her in that the culture, not all black women, but the culture is bad, which is infecting our women, which also plays a role because they're raised in single parent households. And so we need to change that culture. At the same time, I don't think that all black women are bad. And to say I wouldn't let my son marry a black woman is crazy to me because I don't care who you marry. And I've largely stood on this for a long time. I don't care who you marry. I don't care, you know what I'm saying, who you decide to be with or anything like that. I think you should go where you celebrate it and not where you tolerate it. But I know plenty of black women that's dope and married and raising their children right. And so we're taking a segment of the culture which needs to be acknowledged and it needs to be called out for its bad behavior because I regularly call it out for its bad behavior. But I think it's very racist in a way, right? Crazy, right? I think it's racist in a way to say that my son, not you, right? If you say my preference is not to date a black guy or not to be with a black guy or whatever, and I don't know where her situation is, if she says that her preference is to not be this way, then I'm cool with that. I have no problem whatsoever. But to say that my son won't ever do this, because there's too many guys, in my opinion, that has experience, and women for that matter, that has experience when a parent or a black person says, "Don't bring no white girl home," or "Don't bring no white man home into my house. I don't want no mixed babies," and all of that stuff. And that's regular in the culture. And so, although I think that the culture is degenerate, and I think that the majority of what we see out here, especially on social media and in real life, as she emphasized, and going to Six Flags, is toxic, I don't think that there's justification for saying, and let's be clear, you can raise your kids however you want to raise them. They your kids. But I don't think that two wrongs make a right. And I also I don't think it's a good thing to just blanketly, right? I think that that's the better way to put it. I don't think it's a good thing to blanketly say they can't talk to black women at all. That's crazy. That's a crazy statement to me. For people to be this upset or mad at a circumstance, and I get it. I see it every day. I call it out every day. I'm even talked too negatively about, and people say different things about me, and it's cool. That's just the rules of the game, and that's what comes with it. Because when you have a voice, or when you have a visible situation, then people are going to criticize. And so I understand the rules of the game. I understood it when I got into it. And so that's why I'm a part of it. However, I still think that it's a bad idea to blanketly say that they can't talk to any black woman, because there's plenty of ratchet white women that I see that cosplay as black women. There's some in my very city, in the city of Detroit. And there's plenty of white women that play that game. And you know what I'm saying? They try to act like that they cool and all of this other type of stuff. And they hood and they ratchet and they have a lot of baby daddies and all of this stuff. I see white women and I do reaction videos of them too, which I know that people act like that I don't. But if I see bad behavior, I'm going to call it out. Or if I see something that I feel like makes the most sense for me to have a conversation about culturally, I'm going to call it out. I think it's off. I think that the situation is right for calling it out. I think that she's also displaying very ratchet behavior, in my opinion. And I also believe that it's crazy to say that my son will not marry or be in a relationship or dating a black girl. That's crazy to me. I just don't agree with it.
That's what the fuck y'all raising, because them little motherfuckers don't respect themselves. They don't respect nobody else. I do want to take a moment to apologize for my statements in my video earlier about how my son wouldn't date a black girl. I do want to apologize about that, because I didn't realize that people just accept the behaviors of black girls that I find impulsive, I find disgusting, and I find disturbing. So I do want to take a moment to apologize for that. If that is the behaviors that you guys accept, then that is the behavior that you guys accept. And I should not be judging people for what they believe in. If you believe that they
Not she being I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. I'm a C student. You know what I'm saying? Now she's being sarcastic.
are okay in that behavior, then that is okay, and that's what you accept. I mean, me personally, when I saw 4 girls trying to jump a white woman for her asking them not to say PUSSY and DICK in front of her kid, and they're like 5 and 7-year-old girls, I personally feel like that was wrong. But again, you guys said that that's kids being kids, and that is fine. I've gotten a lot of backlash, and you know what?
Nope, she's right. I mean, calling out bad behavior and calling out the culture is absolutely right.
At the end of the day, if that's the way y'all are raising y'all kids and y'all feel like y'all kids can act that way, I am not one to judge. And again, my words, when I was saying it, I was very upset because of what I saw. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that my son wouldn't date a black girl. It's more or less like those type of black girls I would steer my son away from. And yes, I do give him guidance, and his dad does give him guidance to not put up with disrespect. You know what I mean? If a girl is going to be loud and disrespectful and fighting and a hooligan and all this other stuff, you don't deal with those type of girls, like, at all. So again, I think that the way that I viewed this younger generation, I guess I didn't have a clear understanding of it. But now that you guys have told me in multiple videos that I was wrong for calling them BITCHs, and saying that was wrong for calling them HOEs, for basically talking about penises and, having sex and all this other stuff at 12 years old, I guess, I just wasn't aware that was okay.
Nope, she's right about calling out the behavior. And I think that she, being a little bit sarcastic, obviously tongue in cheek, but then at the same time, what she's doing is she's cleaning it up a little bit. Let me know what y'all think inside of the chat. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Always like to give credit to the content creator, regardless of whether I agree or not. So that link will be in the description also. T. Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm holler at you guys later. Peace.